Hey, welcome back everybody. This is MDawg. We are here in Russian Fishing 4, fishing at Amber Lake. I have a little bit of news about the channel that I want to update you on. First of all, where we're fishing while we're talking here. You'll notice we're getting a little bite, and I am intentionally starting the recording since we're getting this nibble, because hopefully this will lead to us catching a fish. And it may be the only fish that we catch while we record this video. Hopefully not, but it just depends on how long I ramble on, I guess. Just for clarification, we're here at E4, 83-145. We're clipped 35 meters, pretty per normal here, and casting over at or just to the right of peg 1, which again is pretty standard fare for this spot. Let's just double check that it does not appear we currently have a bite. So maybe the fish decided to leave us alone. I will show you what we're fishing with, but let's wait and talk about that after we go over the new information, the news about our channel, if you will. So I'm trying to figure out the exact words to use here. Some may say that I am now sponsored by Russian Fishing 4. I don't think that's accurate, but it all depends on how you define these things. I'm excited to say that I am at the very least now recognized by Russian Fishing 4. So what this means is I had a really pleasant conversation with one of the folks in charge of marketing for Russian Fishing 4. And by the way, I'm telling you all this because I believe in transparency. And Joe, who is the gentleman that I spoke to from marketing, and he said that he was fine with me sharing about our conversation, or I wouldn't have agreed to any of this, right? He also said that transparency was very important to him. So I had a really cool conversation with him, and really on one level, the big thing that has changed is that through my conversation with Joe, it was just formalized in someone from Russian Fishing 4 saying to me, hey, we have noticed your, especially your YouTube videos and how helpful they've been for our community, and we want to say thank you. Furthermore, Joe said that he is currently working with a couple of German language YouTubers. Underwater Frank is one, and the other one I didn't recognize, but either way, just wanted to offer the same support he's giving to those YouTubers. He wanted to offer that to me. And it's one of the first things that Joe said was, in particular, a couple of my recent videos, one in which I talked about this devastating event involving the invasion in Ukraine, right? And another video he mentioned where I talked about some of the changes that they've decided to make, some of the new changes they have made to the game in recent months or whatever. And his thought was that he believed that I presented both situations. One, obviously, real life, very difficult, tragic situation. The other one, news about how the game was changing. He felt like I presented those in a helpful and fair manner, right, for the community. I appreciated that. I really did. So anyway, I, again, want to be transparent. I want to let you know that what this means is that moving forward, you may occasionally see a video that I make pop up in chat in game, where someone that's playing the game could click on that link in chat and go watch my video. Now, we're going to only do this at the most 1 to 2 times per week, and I will try to encourage them, if they are going to do it, to choose videos that have a particular purpose, like, for example, if we start a new leveling guide or a new leveling series, or even if we continue in an older one or whatever. Or if I make a video that is maybe particularly helpful for newer players, or, whatever. I don't know. I'm going to try to not overdo that. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to see, even my own channel, tons of videos just popping up in chat, right? So it shouldn't be very often, but you may occasionally see that. You may occasionally see my video mentioned on a video from my channel mentioned on their website. So they're not paying me. They're not, the only thing they are doing for me is they are providing premium to my account. So when Joe mentioned the ways in which that they could support me in game, basically, the only one that I took him up on was the premium. I don't want stuff sent to me. I mean, I don't, I'm not looking to like get free gear or anything like that. And I'm not even sure that Joe was wanting to do that. But premium I'm okay with, because when I am in my in-game chat and there are new players, when premium is active for me, which, by the way, until a couple of months ago, I've always had premium active. I don't know. It's just been a part of, like, when I've been playing this game, I just felt like, hey, I want to support the development of the game. It also does make things a little easier in some ways. In the past, with leveling up skills, when that was still a concern on my main account. These days, premium, there maybe isn't quite the value in my mind for a high-level player to have premium, except that it keeps you from being able to send stuff to each other, right? So if I want to send a bunch of new bait and stuff to a low-level player to try to give them some encouragement, some new things to try or whatever, I can now do that. So I appreciate that. So other than premium, so those are the things: premium and publicizing my videos either in-game or on their website. What they're not doing, they're not purchasing me or my content. Joe said multiple times that he wants me to be honest with feedback, which I've always done. That's always been important to me. And so I wouldn't have agreed to allow my videos to be, publicized or whatever on their website or in-game or whatever, if it meant that I couldn't give honest feedback in my videos. Because this is a hobby for me, and that's just how I want to be when I do these, right? Also, it doesn't mean that I'm restricted from making videos on other games. There's no restrictions on me. There's no expectations on me. And I just really appreciated that. So I, again, want to be transparent. I'm not going to go over this every time I make a video. I'm saying it here. I may figure out a way to create some sort of paragraph summarizing this very briefly, if I remember, and posting it on videos that I make. Because again, I just want to be transparent. I feel like you as a viewer deserve to know if a content creator is at all affiliated or certainly sponsored by a company. If someone's getting paid to make content, especially, then, and they're giving you, their opinion on that content, then I think you have the right to know that. And even in this case, because I'm getting premium, I want to make sure that you understand that. So again, I just want to be transparent with all this. So, and that's pretty much it. And I guess I want to reiterate, I really appreciated what Joe had to say. His encouragement of wanting to continue to hear honest feedback from me. He specifically mentioned, by the way, please don't encourage players to invest real money into this game. Obviously some players are going to choose to do that, but it sounded like he wants to be very careful not to ever encourage people, even through like videos that I'm making, to do that. So it was just interesting. It wasn't what I was expecting sort of the message to be in my communications with someone from Russian Fishing 4, and I haven't, back in the day when I streamed more and did less on YouTube, I had some interactions with one of the admins at the time for the English language server. His name was Gene. I don't believe Gene works for Russian Fishing 4 anymore, and I don't think he has for quite a while. But he would sometimes even come on stream with me, and we would talk, and he would answer questions for myself in chat and stuff, and that was cool. Other than that, I haven't had a lot of interactions directly with people from Russian Fishing 4. And I didn't really know what it would be like to have those interactions. And I just want to report that, for what it's worth, it was a very pleasant conversation with Joe. I really appreciated what he said, what he was emphasizing. And even though they are doing a couple of things which potentially could grow my YouTube channel a little bit, right? Like, there might be some eyeballs. If one of my YouTube videos gets promoted in-game in the chat, there might be a few eyeballs that had never thought to look on YouTube or stumbled across my channel. Same with if they were to post something on one of their websites or whatever. So they are providing exposure for me, where the channel may, again, be seen. There might be a few more views than normal, whatever. And they're really not asking for anything in return. Really, it was just like we just want to thank you. We recognize that you have a positive influence on our community, and we appreciate the videos that you make for the game. So I just wanted to, again, update you all on this development, because I do want to be transparent. I hope that this doesn't rub you the wrong way, but if it does, that's okay. Let me know in the comments. I think we all have varying, levels of comfort with these things, even when we're considering the created content that we watch. So, I get it, but my hope is that through this transparency, it at least puts your mind at rest. If there are any concerns, and if not, again, just let me know. And it's as simple as that. I'm not wanting to. I want people to feel like they can freely share. And as long as you do it in a respectful way, I have no problem with it. And that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to share. Again, I don't know what I'll title this video exactly, but that's the main point of this video. I mean, I happen to be fishing because, hey, it's a, fun thing to do while we're chatting, but that really is the main purpose of this. So let me real quickly show you what I am fishing with. The reason why I am using the baits that I'm using and fishing at this spot a little bit tonight is because there have been some really nice trophy rare carp caught in this spot. By the way, this isn't the first time this has happened. I mean, I think going back the last few months, this is one of these spots where when folks have really hit the jackpot on some rare carp trophies, it's happened here, right? But I am using some baits that I haven't used before. I think that I was using, the last video I made, we were using somewhat similar to this, but this is even different than that. And so these are some like strange baits, right? So we're using neutral 25 with vanilla cream 20, milk cream, and by the way, I made up this PVA all by myself. There are other PVAs on the VK site you can find that you have to translate, but you can find them there. They may be way more effective. I frankly figured that it's probably more about the baits than the PVA. I could be wrong on that, but I tried to just create a PVA that was somewhat balancing and complementary of the baits we're using. I've noticed this is a hair rig. We're back to sinking boilies in this setup. And I'll show you on line 2, we're actually using a boilie that you can't get unless the Christmas fair is active, or the New Year's fair, Christmas to New Year's fair. So if you have some from last fair, then you can use it. But if you don't, then you'll have to wait. But these are also neutral boilies, just like the other ones. These just happen to be the Pomar brand you can't buy unless the Christmas fair is going on. Same size though, and still with the milk cream. I guess one thing we could do with the PVA is look and see if there's any sort of neutral. Maybe a Mino would go well with it. I don't know. And then on the third rod, which I hoped this would increase the bite rate a little bit, I've put smaller boilies over here, 20 and 15 size instead of 25 and 20. Everything else is the same though. Still large one hooks, still classic hair rig. So that's what we're fishing with. As you can see, it's going to be pretty slow, although the time of day that we've been fishing is the slower time of day for carp fishing. So who knows, at night, early in the morning, regular morning, it might pick up a little bit, but this spot is probably not about the farm, at least with this bait approach. It's more about, can we hit that lucky, if not trophy, at least larger rare carp, right? So that's what we're fishing with. This is where we're fishing, 35 meter clip. I appreciate you, I appreciate all the support, whether it's this video or other videos, especially those of you that have been supporting me for a long time and continue to turn up and watch videos. I just really appreciate it. It's very fun for me. It allows me to kind of do this as a hobby and get some feedback from people and interact with the community when I can. And then when I'm able to, also do a stream every once in a while and then get to talk to you live, which is even better. But as always, thanks for the support. Tight lines. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Peace out.